What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel today, and we are back on iRacing for another week of Proto-GT in the Ford GT2. And this week we're at my home track of Road America. Very excited for this. Don't know how it's going to turn out. We'll see how it is. Big field, 16 cars total, 10 Hondas, 3 GT1s, all very talented, and then 3 GT2 Fords, which is great to see. A couple familiar names. Sean Langdon is driving a GT1. We've raced a lot with him in K5 and other things like that. And Corey Hartz and I go way, way back, years and years ago. We raced in leagues together and stuff. So, very nice guy. Hopefully, we have a good battle here. He's got decent speed. I don't know exactly what my race pace is. Probably like 5 dead, low fives. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it works out. I think this is a Euro server, so we do have to keep an eye on latency. Definitely a Euro server. All the US people have a little bit of issues, but hopefully we'll be okay. Nothing too crazy. We'll let the front guys get away. We have 30 minutes here today. Apparently we're racing in a damn forest fire because I've never seen Road America, even though it's morning, it's 6:20 a.m., be as hazy and like red skied as it is apparently in this session. So don't know what that means. Don't know what that's going to look like, but obviously it's a thing. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can live. Hopefully it's good and fun and entertaining. This is almost the exact same setup I ran here last time we were here. Either a season or two ago, I raced with Cameron here in the GT2, and it was okay. We weren't that fast. I don't think I'm that fast again today. That Q lap of 2:03.9 was my first time sub 4 this week, which is pretty good pace. But Peter, a good friend Peter, has been in the threes on his race laps this week for a couple times. So I think that I don't quite have the out and out pace. Obviously, Alex and Fabian are like in the high ones, so they're absolutely flying as they always do. But yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out. We'll just have to play it by ear, see how it goes, see what we can make of it. I think our long run pace is okay. I haven't felt quite as comfortable, which is why I made a couple of minor changes to the set we ran here last time we were here with Cameron. A couple different nose changes, try and make the front cut better. I don't know if it's perfect. It's definitely not perfect. I mean, I don't know if it's a big improvement or not. I think we'll probably be okay, but made a couple tweaks, so we'll see how those work out for us. I am quite unstable. I've wrecked myself about 8 times in practice trying to get down into turn number 8, so we'll just have to play that by ear, see how it goes. And again, hopefully it's entertaining, hopefully it's fun, hopefully it works out for us. So I'm excited. I hope you are all having a wonderful day today, a wonderful Monday in all likelihood. Hope you have a great start to your week. Again, I got plenty of good iRacing content. Tomorrow you'll see Diet Dr. Pepper, hopefully, from Iowa, I believe. Wednesday is a very special video with my Camaro Bluey. Be on the lookout for that. And then I don't know what's coming up the rest of the week. Probably, I think PCC is coming to Road America here next week. So we might have multiple Road America videos this week. So that would be kind of cool. Love it. But yeah, going to be excited. And of course, I'll be at Road America. IMSA is there this coming weekend. So I will have some iRacing, sorry, not iRacing content, some hopefully track walks or a paddock walk or, you know, a tour of some sort or something. I'll try to get something recorded while I'm at Road America for IMSA this week. So we'll see how it goes. Should be fun. Again, we got 30 minutes here today. Very excited for it. Got to keep an eye on that latency. Although all of us U.S. people should be dealing with that the same. Again, great to see Corey. Hope he's doing well. Don't get to see him very often at all. Hopefully it's a good race. Sean as well. And we'll see what we can do. Just try to stay alive first couple laps, not take any big chances or anything. I think our pace again on the long run is okay. I expect Corey to be able to match it, but I don't think he races his car quite as often as I do. He races a lot of GT3 and other things like that. He does a lot of Ringmeister as well. So yeah, we'll just have to play this by ear, see how it goes. I'd expect us to get lapped probably just the once by the Hondas, I would assume. A lot of top speed here. We seem to have pretty good top speed. Again, I've had a couple issues in some of the bigger braking zones with stability, but not a whole lot we can do about that at this point. I've kind of made my bed with the changes I've made. I don't think it's bad, so we just got to try to stay alive and see how it goes. So appreciate you all so very much. Hope you enjoyed the bottom split PCC stream that we did last Friday. Go check that out if you haven't already. Something I'm interested in doing more often, or again for sure. It was a lot of fun to get and chat with some of you guys and talk racing, talk about bottom split PCC, laughing at some people, not maliciously or anything, but just some of the crazy stuff we saw, having some fun with it, and it was good to hang out for a couple hours, watch a couple splits of that. So that was definitely fun. Again, hope you're still enjoying Ford versus Chevy, road trip adventure, everything else. So a lot of good stuff going on. I'm very blessed and very thankful. But hope you enjoyed this race. Make sure you grab a drink, grab some snacks, sit back. Gonna be a fast 30 minutes here. It goes by pretty quickly. Probably only about 15 laps here for us. Again, I expect to get lapped once. Maybe we'll get lapped twice. A couple of the Hondas are quite fast. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully we can do well. and I hope you enjoy it. So we'll get going here. I don't know where the leaders are, but I expect them to be pretty far ahead. So we will get ready to rock and roll, get through the first couple corners and first couple laps, hopefully without any issues. And we'll settle in and see what we can make of this. So appreciate you all, and let's get to it. I guess Corey's running a lot less wing than I am here. There, the toe is strong. See what we can do here down towards turn 1. Keep up the inside there if we can. Hung on to it. Good move around the outside there.
Yeah, he's just gone wide. He's not coming back on the track in front of you.
Good move by Corey, actually. That was well done. Now we got some work to do. Looks like some of the Hondas died, so it'd be good that we left quite a gap. Man, he got through there well, though. Got off the corner. Definitely was trimmed out a little more than I am down these long straights. So.
He didn't need the brake.
Almost dead there for Corey. He saved it, though. Another dead Honda there somewhere over on the left, so we survived that. Hopefully everybody spreads out a little bit. A little bit of aero push, guy. Remember to protect those front tires for sure. Probably left myself vulnerable there with the start down the front stretch, but again, no matter. We'll just try to stay close, stay in position. See how this works out. Definitely getting some big aero push there, big time. Lost the nose. I was worried about that. Again, made a couple of tweaks and adjustments to try to help our nose stability, but easier said than done. Again, it's pretty difficult to push 100% around here. Car gets quite unhappy with the front tires, so quite difficult. Got through there pretty well. A little bit of a lockup for Corey ahead. They should be able to build a run here down the front stretch. Have a good run down towards turn 1. We know he's capable of outbraking us though, so we definitely gotta get nose ahead. He's gonna let us go into turn 1, so we made it through there. Awesome. Do have a Honda coming up behind us. See the Honda coming. All right, well, we got our track position back. He's going to have a nice run here coming down towards 5. Into there, through there nicely. Big slide from Corey behind. Great save, actually. Grabbed an upshift there that I didn't need. Got a little bit of gap now, second or so. Again, he seems to be very quick down the straights, but obviously not running quite as much wing as we got here today. Understandable. I think Cam tried a similar thing last season and was quite fast on the straights. This guy is all over the place, but he's the last car in split, perhaps not unexpected. Again, gotta be careful with the front tires, especially through the carousel here. It's pretty cool to drive this car here after seeing Andrea Robertson last weekend at Road America in her Ford GT that she drove with her husband at Le Mans 15 years ago or so. Her husband David, who unfortunately passed away recently, a couple years ago. But Pretty cool to see that car running around here in anger. Such a good sounding car. Definitely cool to see that one in person again. Always a good sight to see her and her race cars. So not a great bit of this lap here. We're having to work pretty hard and focus quite a bit to stay ahead of Corey again. I know he's a great driver. Obviously, will fancy myself in most battles, but he's a very talented driver. So good exit off of 14 that time, but he's still close. He's within a second, so we're going to get some good toes down these long straightaways. He came to pit road. Did he start with Q fuel? Q fuel?
I'm gonna be real with you. I was not planning the whole race. So I wanted to put the quality set on just so I could try to lead one lap, and then I was gonna leave.
Okay. Well, whatever. I don't know what he was doing.
Anyway, have a good race.
All right, see you, brother. Good to see you. All right. Well, that's very strange. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess pressure's off. He again was maybe running a Q set with low wing, low fuel. That makes me feel a little bit better about getting absolutely swamped there on that first lap, but whatever. Okay, so that's a strange one. I guess pressure's off now. The 15 car behind Jana or Jonah, not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Apologize. 15 car going to get a second place spot. And again, I still got to be on my game here, make sure we do okay and finish this off. But the direct pressure of the first 2 laps is no more, so that's good, I guess. We can be a little bit more conservative with our push. Very interesting. All right, well, that's a thing. So again, we still got to get back in cycle here and make sure we keep our head on straight and we do our job and don't make any mistakes. Don't beat ourselves here. We are now in a very good position, very strong position at the front. So again, let's call it 15 laps, which means we'll be done with 12 to go. 16 ahead, still having issues. Much like that one BMW last night, probably as the last car here, making this many mistakes. Maybe should not be driving the Honda, but again, not for me to decide. Everybody's free to drive what they want. And again, he's at least faster than we are, so there's that. But looks like all of the GT1s are still going. Sean is back in third, though, so not sure if he's had a mistake or what, but he's having a good battle with Loic. Kevin's gotten away. Kevin is 6K plus, so not unexpected, but that's 3 laps down. Very interesting, very crazy laps, very eventful laps. But we did it, so we're good. Got to get a nice rhythm here. If it's in the 6s, that's fine. There seems to be plenty of speed. Car behind seems to be in the 5s or 6s, so can afford to give up some time. Just got to be smart, smooth, no mistakes as usual. I was looking forward to a fun race there. I think that Corey obviously had the straightaway speed. Again, we'll never know if he was running a Q set there, low fuel, low wing, what he was doing. He said he just wanted to lead a lap ahead of us, which I think he did. Didn't he lead the first lap? I didn't pass him until down in turn 1 on the second lap, so very strange, whatever. But I can't control that. I can only control what everybody, or what I do, excuse me, so very strange. I don't know. This has been a weird one, weird day, so we'll take it though. It's always good to get a good race in, have to see what our pace was like. I felt like I did a good job hanging on the back of him there that first lap, staying close enough to obviously get in the runoff of 14 to get power down smoothly and efficiently and get down towards turn 1, make a nice overtake on the inside. So always tricky to outbrake someone there because it is quite, although it's a big brake zone, it's a very fast corner, turn 1 at Road America. So very tricky, very difficult, very commitment needed. Same with the kink, obviously. Kink is a big commitment corner in real life, especially. I'm still pretty terrified of the kink, but I'm very terrified of braking for turn 5 and even turn 1. So hopefully I get more practice at that in the near future. But for now, we're in good shape. I think we're doing Andrea Robertson proud. Again, her husband David was a great guy as well. I didn't realize he passed away, but again, still great that she drives her race car and is active in the kind of vintage racing community across the country, I'm sure. But I think they finished on the podium at Le Mans together even, again, whenever that was, 15 years ago or so. So very cool. We're done with 4 laps, so we're just about 1/3 distance. Probably next time by we'll be past 1/3 distance. So yeah, we're doing okay. We're still rolling. We're still good. Feel good about where we're at. Feel good about my pace. It's good to see Corey, good to see Sean. Looks like Loic made an error or something there and has fallen back behind Sean quite a distance. So yeah, we're roughly the same pace as the 15 car, maybe a little bit faster. So I feel good. Again, this will be the last race I record this week, so again, tomorrow you'll see Diet Dr. Pepper, which is the start of a new week, Camaro video on Wednesday, and then probably some PCC Road America videos towards the tail end of this week, and then we have the finale of WRL at Atlanta coming up, so that'll be very interesting and exciting. We'll have to play that one by ear. So yeah, a lot of good things going on. Got to reset my brain after this to drive the Clio around here, obviously. Completely different beast. Really no similarities between this car and the Clio that I can think of, honestly. Other than that, they're both race cars, but in every other way, they're almost entirely different, so. Whatever, I still love this car, I still love that car. I'm very glad and I feel very blessed that we found some good people to race with every week now. We're through 6 weeks we've participated. This is our 5th week of participation. There was one track I didn't own, don't remember what it was. But we've participated through every single week. I think we only have 3 more weeks after this, though. Every other week, Homestead next week, and then off week, and then something, and then off week, and then like Daytona. So only 3 more weeks that we're going to have participation for at the end of the season to get to our 8. Just don't own, like, again, 3 or 4 of the weeks, but that's okay. It's been awesome to get to find other Fords every week, though. Road Atlanta was obviously messy with that one car that we raced a couple times at Spa as well, I believe. But Road Atlanta, excuse me, was a very, very tough week for me. I still don't know exactly what went wrong with that set. Next time we go there, we'll probably have to start from scratch and build something else. But everywhere else, we felt good. I felt comfortable, calm. Didn't always have crazy raw speed, but we did good work. We've done a good job keeping ourselves together, staying on track, not driving outside our comfort zone. And we've gotten some really good results. We're currently sitting 2nd in the points overall, behind Fabian, of course. Someone behind us that is going to outscore us. I think Jorge is behind us and is going to outscore us. But we're in a tight battle with people like Peter, with people like Alex, some really talented and fast European Ford GT drivers battling for that final spot in the podium. I think we finished 3rd in points the last 2 seasons. Of course, Fabian always wins absolutely everything, but again, I can't control that. I can just control what I do, and obviously I can't make any of their European splits that they run in the European evening or afternoon. So yeah, it's been really good. Hopefully Peter continues his great season in this car. It's been awesome. We got 1 more week to finish out at WRL at Atlanta and finish out that championship, hopefully, for CR2. It'd be great to come out of there with another win to bookend the season. Diet Dr. Pepper is going well. Again, we're through 6 weeks of the 12 of that, and we are still the point leader. We have both of our drops intact. We have 6 top 5s, which is incredible. Leading the points, but I think everybody else that's even up near the top of the points has used at least 1 bad result for a drop week. So if a couple people have some bad races, notably JP and Gavin, they're the closest to us in points, but we definitely still have both of ours intact, so we still got to push on, try to get some good results. Hopefully they have a little bit of bad luck. You never want to see other people have issues or wrecks or whatever, but for us to have a real chance at the championship, they're going to have some bad results. So still in good shape there. Trying to think of what else is going on. Obviously, we still have plenty of Clio action. A couple more weeks of this, like I said. What else is going on? What else are we up to? Can't think of anything else. Probably something that I'm not thinking of, but no matter. All right, we're done with 6 laps. We're not quite towards halfway. Next lap, we will be at halfway, but I think by then the leading Honda will pass us. So we may get lapped twice, actually. That 2 car is that fast that we may get lapped twice. So may extend the lap an extra, or extend the race, excuse me, an extra lap. So that would be all right. We have the fuel for it, more than prepared. So always plan for that extra lap, since you never know how it's going to shake out with the Honda leaders and the GT1s and whatever else traffic. So always plan to have plenty of fuel. Sean has made a mistake or had an off, dropped back about 6 seconds again behind Loic, so they're kind of swapping mistakes seemingly. Pretty good there in the 5, one of my favorite spots to go watch a race. Honda behind, going to come through us after turn 6, I would assume here. obviously a very talented and experienced Honda driver, so let's let them have the left-hander into 9, hurry downs. Sorry, into 8. This is 9 and 10. Kink is 11. Canada corner is 12. And obviously Bill Mitchell is 13, A and B, and then the last corner is 14. So kind of interesting in the carousels, 2 corners, some straightaways like down between 1 and 3 is a corner technically, between 3 and 5 is a corner, but I don't think any of these kinks are corners if I remember correctly. Not exactly 100% sure, but car's coming up behind here. Just back out of that one, let them go, let this one go. Not really any point in fighting again here, so better to get out of their way, let them do their thing. Zach coming from the back, he started at the tail of the field, 10th place in the Hondas. After not posting a Q lap, not sure if he made mistakes or whatever, but he's, again, another very talented Honda driver that we've seen many times before, so he will come up through here along with the rest of them without too much issue. I don't think that we'll get lapped by any of the GT1s, but I'm not positive of that. 15 cars on pit lane, I just noticed that. Not sure how long they've been there. I didn't notice them towing or going off track or whatever, but hopefully they're able to get repaired and continue on. They're on for a strong 2nd place here today. Zach may or may not catch us down in towards turn 5. Just going to get the blue flag here. Don't think he's going to be close enough unless it's one hell of a dive bomb, which I wouldn't expect. Expect him to cut under on the exit, pass us up towards Corvette corner, turn 6. Just back out of that one nice and early, let him have his line, go on ahead. So one more kind of lead group, Honda in 5th place, and then we'll have some gap to some other cars and such, so. Honda should easily be able to go around the outside of us here for the carousel. We'll just keep it nice and tight. Don't mind losing a couple tenths to make sure that car can facilitate a clean pass, as they do. So we're past halfway there. Going to be about 13, 12 and a half minutes to go, somewhere in there by the time we get back to the line. Doing good things. We're in good shape. It's very strange to race in this forest fire thing here. That was very interesting, but looks like it's getting a little more sunny and clear. Again, I've only really been here like at night one time for track day. Last October, I was here at like 5 in the morning or something stupid because I was so nervous about my prep. And it was legitimately in October, mid-October. It was dark when I was here, so we got to see the whole sun come up, everything develop. But other than that, I've been here pretty early in the morning, 7 a.m., but it's all been, in the summer, it's been pretty bright. So 15 cars still on pit road. Either heavy damage or choosing not to come back out, but regardless, still going to be a 2nd place. It's not a bad result. A little bit of a lockup there into 3. Survived though. Again, down about that 12-minute to go mark. Let me know how you feel about the Proto-GT Enduro 50-minute weeks. We ran the one at Spa earlier this season because I needed to. Algarve is another one coming up, but that lines up with the Proto-GT Enduro race at Portimao, which is in like 2 weeks. First time for that Enduro race, so very excited to see that, see how that works out. I think Will and Chad are going to drive a Corvette GT1 or one of the GT1s there together as a team. So it's 1,000 kilometers. It should be roughly 6 hours, so excited to see how they do. Hopefully it's fun. But the 50-minute week, the second one lines up with that. But it was a long video. It was kind of a boring race because the car I was racing withdrew early in the race, and it was at night. And felt like a very long race, a long video, a little bit boring. I talked through most of it as I tend to do, but let me know your thoughts. Otherwise, I'll just skip that next season unless I need it for participation. Even if I find another Ford, no point in going crazy and driving myself nuts if it's not going to be something entertaining and it's going to be very long. So let me know your thoughts on the 50-minute Proto-GT races. If it's better or worse, no difference if you care. I mean, I don't know how many people care about these anyways, but hopefully this is an interesting one, an entertaining one. Again, obviously my home track. I like driving here, pretty much anything for that matter. I like just driving here. I don't even have to be racing. I like just hot lapping here, learning, having some fun. It's obviously a track I know quite well. Have had a lot of success here for a lot of years. Right up there with Summit Point in terms of I can feel very comfortable here very quickly in a variety of cars, just because of my seat time here and experience and familiarity with it. So all is well. We have a previously wrecked or lapped or whatever damaged Honda coming up to us about 11 seconds back. That's Luca. We've raced with Luca before also. Then we have about 35 seconds back to Kevin, lead GT1 with a third of the race to go. So he may catch us. It's going to be tight. Going to be very tight. In fact, if we get that extra lap from the Hondas, probably will catch us. If we don't, he may not. So again, not that it really matters. We're pretty much out here on an island. So I'm having a lot of fun. It's been good to have some people around us back in Sim after some weeks off. Carl was on vacation for a little while. Chad was on vacation. Will was on vacation and hurt. Just absolutely has killed himself the last couple of weeks, but he's finally back and starting to get back in the swing of things. So been great to have him back and around a little bit, and look forward to getting back on track with him very soon. But you know, some of the other usual suspects have been around. Daniel's been back around racing some more, CR2 as well. The schedule's freed up a little bit for him to be able to do some guides and some racing and some other things, so that's been awesome. Who else did we watch? Jake hasn't posted anything in a little while, but he seems to be doing well. Ethan I haven't talked to in a while, but hopefully he's doing well. We talk every once in a while, so everybody's busy. I get summer's a very busy time, myself included. But one of my priorities is making time to race, especially stuff like this that I race weekly. So it's been busy. I haven't always had the opportunity to race as much as I want or when I want, but I've always tried to find the time somewhere. So faster car coming up quick. Yep, he can wait till after 14 because he's laps down. He can be nice and chill. Not going anywhere. We'll just be nice and slow here through this apex. Make sure we don't make any mistakes in front of him. Go on by, be my guest. Now we got 30 seconds back with about 8.5 minutes to go. So 15 car, multiple laps down here. Again, probably 5 laps to go based on where various cars are for us. So we'll assume on that. I don't know how many laps down the 15 is now, but we got to be getting close to that point where even if I parked it, they wouldn't catch us. So just got to keep that in mind. Not that we're not going to continue on or anything, but haven't had to push other than those first 2 laps, really, which has been nice. We can just kind of cruise in the high 5s, low 6s. That's plenty for me. Again, I know there's more pace out there for myself, but haven't need to go find it and risk making a mistake. Again, especially since I'm not 300% happy with the set here. It hasn't been bad, but always good to be able to drive at 85 or 90% and get the job done without having to throw caution to the wind, which we've done today. But again, those first couple laps were fun. Was very much looking forward to that race with Corey. The 2:03.9 I was very proud of in Q because I hadn't hit a sub 4 yet this week. I tend to do that, and we have done that a couple times this season in various races. Not found lap time until literally Q of the race that you see, and then find a couple extra tenths from where I'd been at, pull something out of my ass, which is always fine. I don't mind finding it late, but it's just interesting. And did that again here this week, so that was cool. Again, I think that Peter ran a 2:03 in his race, so he was flying in race trim, obviously. Had more pace, was more comfortable, a little more risks being taken by him there. But he's become one hell of a driver. I mean, he was already when I met him, but he's put the time in, especially to this car, every week of this season and last season, and focused on his craft, and he's looking very likely to get top 5 result in overall points, which would be amazing. So big congrats to him. He's a great guy. A lot of great friends. A lot of talented friends, obviously, that's part of it, but a lot of great friends. So nice and chill. Car behind is pitting, apparently, even though the 15 is leaving the pits, so don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just a default trigger. That game is confused. Whatever, 6.5 minutes to go. Leading GT1's about 20 seconds behind, but they're like 7 or 8 seconds a lap faster, so definitely enough time for them to come catch us, at least the first one. Loic still hanging on to second ahead of Sean. We'll check where Sean is here on the run down to turn 5 when we have a sec. We're in good shape. I feel good. I feel comfortable. Set's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the changes I made. Sean less than a second behind Loic, so a great battle there for second in GT1. But yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with this set. It's grown on me. I think the changes were good changes. Could I have gone a little bit more to try to be able to make myself a little more free to be aggressive and use some hard braking and some turning and direction change? Yes, but anytime you do that, it also opens the opportunity up for you to push too hard or be a little too confident or make a mistake and die. So I'd rather be a little bit conservative and not be 100% happy than go crazy, shoot for the moon and die. So this has worked out just fine. Can't wait to get to ride around here and or drive around here again. It's been great to get to know Matt and Mike and Luan, obviously the last year and a bit. I'd like to be able to get myself back on track. Things just haven't worked out and materialized this summer, unfortunately, for any track day Camaro stuff. But a lot's going on, a lot of stuff is in the plans. I'd love to be able to get back on track next spring. I'm not 100% sure as of yet if that is going to come to fruition, but I'm working on it very, very hard every day. A lot of moving pieces, but I'm working on it, so we'll see. It's a pleasure and a joy to drive around here, especially trying to be a sponge to learning as much as I can, obviously with my limited real-life track time. But this is the place I feel as comfortable as any, so it's been good. And I want to make sure I get out on track soon to try to apply some knowledge and continue to learn before it all bleeds away from a couple years ago now. It's only been 8 months or 9 months or whatever, but I don't want that to become 4 years because then you're basically starting over from scratch. But again, it's all up in the air for the moment, a work in progress. Some other moving pieces have to come together. It's been a lot, but it's going okay. So yeah. Anyways, we're down to it here, probably 3 to go. Still have not seen the leading Honda, but not sure if that means anything. Again, they're probably 14 or 15 seconds a lap faster, so we don't have to see them quite yet. They're about 37 seconds back, coming up on Sean and Loic. Going to go by them probably right now, and then we will see them on the relative start to eat in towards us. Coming up here towards Jonah, excuse me, apologies, in the 15 car. Nice yellow Ford GT, that's a nice color actually. I like the yellow and black, that was one of the colors that was available on the original 05-06. I assume that the one that Matt Kenseth has is in that color scheme, although I don't know that for sure. I think all the Roush Racing drivers got one when they were new 05-06 in that era. Not exactly sure on all the details though, I've just read that in places. Thank you. Go by that car. Ten car will definitely catch us. I believe the 1 car, Kevin, will catch us as well. They're not that far behind, probably in the next lap or so, honestly. And then we will wait and see if the 2 car, the leading Honda, comes up and catches us in these last couple laps. So we're just over 2 minutes, which will probably mean 2 laps to go for the lead Honda, I would think, but we'll keep an eye on that. The timing. They may get the white flag. 25 seconds back. Put them about 1:50. I don't know. It's going to be very, very tight if the Honda car gets the white flag or not. Again, we have plenty of fuel regardless, but it's going to be pretty tight. Car will get through there, no problem. Just less than 4 seconds back to Kevin now. Again, same deal, will not hold him up, jump out of his way. Not sure if the leader got the white flag, but that's alright. We'll obviously find out next time around. Regardless, I would think that they would catch us from where they're at. They're probably, again, about 14, 15 seconds a lap faster than we are. So will probably catch us, yeah, like down the backstretch towards Canada Corner if there is indeed 1 more lap after this. If we get the white flag here, though, then it won't be as such. It's going to be close, that's for sure. Very tight. Kevin not too far behind here. They can really fly through the kink. They have a lot of aero in those GT1s as well, so we'll just bleed out of that. We'll hold driver's left. Better to be safe than dead. Nice and easy there. Facilitate a nice pass. That's what they mean when they say facilitate a pass. Not about me jumping out of the way or doing anything crazy. It's just we're already in a compromised position. Give him the line. Be nice and easy with it. So, are we going to get the white flag? It's going to be tight. Think that we're going to get 2 to go. Guy's about 8 seconds behind. Yeah, 2 to go. He must have made it to the white flag, or like 2 to go by like 1 second. So it's got to be super close. Time's just about expired there. And we are obviously down towards turn 1, so we're going to have a 15th lap, but we're going to get lapped again here, obviously. So I was correct in our prediction of 15 laps. Almost only got 16 for the Hondas, but they're going to get 17. We're going to get lapped again by at least the first one, maybe the first 2. Probably the first 2, actually. Maybe even the 9 car, but we'll wait and see on that, depending on how long we get held up or lose time when these couple come around us. Pretty close race. Joao there behind us, the 8 car. Not that far behind the 2 car. 2 car was so fast and warm up and in queue, I assumed he'd just run away, but actually a pretty close battle. Surely will be a send here in the brake zone. Nice and easy, get by without any issue. We'll get through the carousel. Not sure if we'll get through the kink, but we'll just blend out of it for this guy here. Don't want to hold them up at all. Again, facilitating pass, they're battling within a couple seconds for the win. We're not battling anybody. Same deal here, Guillermo and Zach behind. We'll probably just jump out of the way here. Don't want to impact them at all. Try to be smart. That's being a courteous lap car. Again, it's not a right of mine to, I don't have to jump out of the way, but I don't want to impact their battle there for the podium spots or anything when we're not racing for anything or racing anybody. So, through 14, final time. It was a hard-fought first couple laps. Guillermo swerving in front of Zach, so it was tight there, but we are going to hang on. We are going to take a victory over the 15 car, over Corey. It was a hard-fought first couple laps, but very, very fun. Really enjoyed that a lot. Very satisfying race, satisfying result. Very pleased. I felt like we were in a good spot. We had everything covered. We'll cruise around behind Kevin here just because he's up the road quite a ways. He's got to finish up, obviously. He'll be the last car. Very fun race. Look at that. Top 4 all within 7 seconds, and Zach came from last. So I think Zach was probably the fastest car, but that's how racing goes sometimes. So 13 car behind us, coming through with pace still, so we got to keep an eye on that. No longer going to get blue flags post-race, so make sure we don't have any issues or contact with that car. They're still pushing at speed, and then we'll have space behind them. So good race for Jonah. Apologies again if I'm butchering that. Solid P2, even with some sort of accident or forced pit stop there. So again, very cool week after seeing Andrea and her Ford GT around here to drive my own Purple People Eater machine and bring it through for a wonderful, thrilling victory. There's our fuel light on. We still got 2.5 laps, 2.5 gallons left, so plenty of fuel. Again, Kevin will come through. We're turning 14 up ahead there, and he will come to the finish. We got nobody else on track behind us, which is fine. Squeeze one more corner out of this there. There we go. We get most of an additional lap in there. Pleased with that. That was quite a bit of fun. So again, don't know exactly what happened there with the start. We'll just watch Corey start here because he ate us up through that final corner and down the front stretch. I was close up behind. Tried to take it nice and easy here to make sure I straightened up my exit, but our exit was pretty good. He pretty much matched us, but then, yeah, in the toe. Again, don't know if he was running lower wing or what, but I went a little bit defensive, expecting him to just kind of break even, and he damn near cleared us down towards turn 1. Beat him to the start-finish line. Not that I would really care, but that's all fair game. Gets about a nose ahead of us. I tried to hold it on the inside here. We braked it almost the exact same spot. Get back in on entry, but didn't want to wash out into him, obviously. Good clean racing, and he gets through, so really well done move. I tried to kind of come back at him immediately, but nothing really happened here the rest of this first lap. Just followed him. Got a little bit close a couple times. I really thought here I lost the nose big time through the carousel in the dirty air, especially on the exit here. Had to come all the way back out of the throttle about 4 times. It was that partial throttle at the exit curb. He pulled us again about 2-3 tenths there. A little bit better through the kink with our supposedly extra downforce. Went all the way through here, ran after him. Got through 12, 13, and 14 pretty well. That was the key. Definitely had to make a little bit of time through here to make sure we stayed close to that 4 or 5 car length range. Down the front stretch, had to make sure I got through 14 well. Specifically off of 14, he had a little bit of a micro lock there, dragged the front. Made up a couple of car lengths, got a good exit. And really was going to just attack here. I knew we had to go and try to make a pass. I think he did lead this lap, so I definitely pulled out right at start-finish line. So he definitely beat us that first lap around. Again, not sure exactly what he was saying about all that, but got through, and we'll take that. So it was very fun indeed. Really enjoyed it for sure. And that was that, and he came to pit road the next lap. So we'll check out the results here real quick. Yes, let's see it. Plus 21. Love to see it. 43.95, inching up towards that 4,400. Not that it really means anything, of course. We got 97 championship points out of this, which is awesome. Again, will really help us on our charge for keeping in the top 3, hopefully, this season. Corey loses 51, which means the 15 car gains 30. And 5x, which means they lost 0.07, which is all right. Corey also 0x, of course, but he only made a couple laps, and we were the only 0x cars. So pretty pleased with that, pretty proud of it. 2:05.6 was my best race lap on that second lap, but again, we didn't really ever have to fully push, so that's part of it. I enjoyed it, and that's a job well done, job in the books. It looks like Loic did indeed finish up second, right not too far ahead of Sean, so unfortunately Sean loses 67 iRating there and 0.37, a lot of incident points. Kevin, though, had a good result, obviously up over 6K handily, and plus safety rating, so good race, pleased with that, happy with it, and that's it for my week. And next week, again, you'll see Diet Dr. Pepper probably tomorrow, Camaro content on Wednesday, probably some PCC around Road America later in the week, and then we'll go from there. So appreciate you all so very much. Make sure you drop that like. Again, sub down below if you're new, pushing up towards 500. So thankful for each and every one of you, and we'll continue to have good content and have a lot of fun. So that's going to be it. Till next time, as always, bye.